Darn it, guys, it's pulling the whole thing. Look at that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to King's RC, and we're going to be installing a servo winch in my TRX4 Sport. So guys, to make a servo winch, you're going to need a servo and also the winch drum here. And basically, if you're going to purchase one of these, you want to make sure you get the correct spline size to match your servo. So the servo I'm using is the stock TRX4 servo, which is a 2075X. I don't usually use this in my TRX4s. I take it out straight away and replace it with a much torquier servo. So this would be perfect just for a winch servo. Now you can get actual proper winches like this that look super scale and it sits outside your bumper like this one. But the problem is that it's not that strong. And if you got a rig with full brass underneath and it's super heavy, these just don't cut it. And having a servo winch is pretty much 10 times stronger than these winches here. So guys, this here, I'll link the description below. It's pretty much got everything you need. It's got the cable to wrap around the drum here, and also the hook. Basically guys, we want to be able to control this winch with our controller. So you want to plug it straight into the receiver and be able to control it from here. And that's the other problem with having one of these, is you get like a separate sort of switch. You can get these that you can control with, you know, your transmitter, but yeah, most of them that you get, you know, cheaper, like these ones, you get those little controller switch things, which I've got in here somewhere. Can't find it though. Alright, so the receiver I'm using, controller, is the FlySky GT5, so it's a 6-channel radio. Basically you've got different knobs here for each channel, and this one here is channel 4 and channel 5 and channel 6, and the channel 4 one is the one we want to use because it's got basically neutral left or right left neutral, whatever, whereas this one is more like just like an adjustable sort of knob. It's not really good for the having it as the winch control. This will be perfect for it, so that's what we're going to use, channel 4 on the GT5. And mounting the winch here on my TRX4 Sport, I've got this 3D printed part here that I got from my mate Gav. And if you're interested in this, check out his website underneath in the description, awesomethings.com. This one here is designed for the TRX4 Sport, so it'll just sit inside there without hitting anything on the body. So guys, you can do this with any servo you have, but I'll be showing you how to do it with this one here. And there's a reason why I like to use the this servo for the winch, because it's easier to set up, and I'll show you why in a sec. So the first thing you got to do is undo these 4 screws, and while I do this, if you could kindly hit that like and subscribe underneath, would appreciate it for the channel. And yeah, make sure you stay tuned in, check out my other videos as well. So guys, once you've taken these out, you just want to carefully, well, you don't really need to take this out, but I'm going to take it out anyway, just get out the way. When you take this out, guys, you want to be careful you don't have the gears and that go everywhere. So you just want to gently take it out, and yeah, make sure before you start pulling it apart, take a photo just in case you forget how it all goes back. So guys, what we need to do now is basically pull this one out like that. Just pretty much just pull it apart like that. There. And this is why I like using this servo here, guys, is because see that little piece there that basically engages the actual main gear in here. So what we want to do is we want to take this piece out just like that, and now that piece there won't be engaged to this. And what that piece is basically one of these. What this does is basically it's just a sensor. So once you go say right and then this turns right, soon as it hits the end there, it just stops the servo. So that's why you've got your endpoints pretty much. And what we want to do is we want to plug this in quickly. So we want to plug this in, channel 4 right there. Got your transmitter on. Switch the car on. So see how that's going ballistic right there? We want to find the neutral. Stop it. Wait, we'll take this out first. So there guys, I should have taken this out, but taking that out so it doesn't go. So that's what that piece does, right? So that's basically this piece here in there. And so if you've got a different servo, guys, and you know this servo here, you can disconnect it by just pulling this out. Not all servos will have that piece. So for example, this one here, when I pull this one apart, so when I pull this one here apart, so it's not in there because I've taken it out, like that's that one there. So this doesn't have that that little sleeve that connects the sensor to the main gear here. So if you was to make it out of a servo that looks like this and it doesn't have that, what you will need to do is, if this was inside there, you will need to put it in neutral and cut this off. Now what we're going to do now is, now we've got the neutral position, now what we're going to do is we're going to drop a bit of glue in there so that doesn't move at all. So guys, I've just unplugged this out of the receiver, and we just want to drop a bit of glue without moving the sensor there. So you just want to drop it in there like that, and then hopefully that'll basically freeze that little knob. I think I've got a little bit too much glue in there, but it doesn't matter. So we'll just let this dry out, guys, and see how it goes. Alright guys, so the glue is now set and you can't move it. You just want to make sure the glue is completely dry before you put it back together, and again double check it. I'll plug it back in, see if it's moved, which I doubt because I made sure I had it in neutral and didn't move at all. So turn it on, so the car's switched on. Now double check. There. So now guys, we need to put these back together, and one thing we need to do now is, see this little pin here, we're going to have to cut that off. Otherwise if you leave that on, it's going to hit the other gears, so we'll cut that piece off. So guys, I'd advise you to do this on a vise to make it easier for yourself. Alright, so now that piece is cut off, we can start putting this back together. And so first one's this one here. Alright, so we got that in there, guys, and then this one here goes in next. And this is why you need to take a photo just in case you forget how it all goes back together. So bearing goes in there, that, and this goes in. There. Just like that. So see, if we didn't cut that pin there, it would have hit this gear. So that's exactly why we needed to do that. Okay, so put the top back in, screw it back up, and now we need to attach the drum in there, like that. Now to put this in, so you want to push that in through there, just like that, and then just want to make sure your rope is through the other side of the hole, and then you just want to tighten that up. Now that should just tighten just like that. that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you make a servo winch. I'll get this installed in the TRX4 and see how it goes. Alright guys, so I had to remove the fake winch here as it's just going to get in the way with the rope and that. So just need to install this here like that. And the problem we have now with this servo is it's got that little bump there. So we're just gonna, sorry, he's just got that little bump there. So we're just gonna cut that off with the scalpel. Just be careful when you do this, because you want to make sure you be careful doing this. You don't want to slip and cut your finger. So the rope here is pretty long, guys. Pretty much all you need. Just gotta screw this in. So this bracket here, guys, is printed solid, so it's pretty strong. Now to attach a hook to the end here, actually gives us a crimp with it here, so we gotta make a little loop to crimp it together. I'll probably make it a little bit bigger just so I can put more stuff through there. Hopefully this works. Up there. Now to show you a demonstration how this thing works. Alright guys, look how long it is. It's at least maybe 2.5 meters long, the rope right here. So that's super long. Alright, now test it out. This might take a while. Alright guys, so let's test it out. We've got it hooked up all the way up there. Let's see how strong this servo is. Oh, went the wrong way. There it is. Look at that, it's dragging it up. Oh, it sounds like it's working. Oh no, it's stuck on the wheel there. Still going. Oh my god. That is super strong, guys. Look at that. And speed's not too bad too. It's not that slow like taking it out. That's neutral. Coming back down. You can't really hold it though. It's going up. Yeah, the neutral can't really hold it. But yeah, this is a pretty heavy rig, guys. Let's just put that back down. So yeah, I've got a whole heap of accessories on this. The chassis is pretty much all brassed up. So let me just undo this. So yeah, I got full brass on this, guys. See, the axle's full brass. It's a pretty heavy rig, and yeah, that just managed to pull it straight up. And yeah, that servo's just pretty much pulled it up. And yeah, that's not the strongest servo too. If you put like a Power HD 30 kilo servo or something, that's probably going to be a lot stronger. But yeah, this is probably overkill anyway, because you know the point of the winch is just to aid you getting up certain obstacles and that. But when you do bring this back, you want to make sure you put some tension down, just so it spools up nicely on the spool. And there you go. So there it is, guys. That's how you make a servo winch, being able to control it with your receiver here and your transmitter, and I reckon that's the best way to do it. So, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe and share the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.